Good morning. It's time for a high five, and I know this does not look like my face, but I just wanted to show you a few things this morning. Actually, I'm late because I'm taking the day off, and I'm going to have no pressure, no time, no emergencies today. And in the backyard, Ken has done an amazing job on our backyard, but I just want to show you our Christmas tree from last year. This Christmas tree was in a pot, and it was beautiful, but I said, why don't we plant it in our backyard? And, you know, as long as it was in a pot, you can see how small the needles are. But as soon as we plant it in the ground, look at the amazing growth that has come out of it. The needles are about 3 times the length. It's going to be fun to watch it and see what happens to it. And it's very much like us, that as long as it's like a fish that you put them in a fish bowl and it stays one size, but as soon as you put it into the ocean, it becomes what it's created to be. Many of you have been in a small place and you have been by yourself, and your prayers have remained small. But I invite you this Saturday to go to thereturn.org. That's go on your internet to thereturn.org. It starts at 9 o'clock Eastern time in the morning, so it'll be 8 o'clock Central time that you watch it, and connect with the world. Connect with the world as they pray for a great awakening to happen upon our nation, as they pray for God's kingdom to come and God's will to be done in this nation. And I want to show you what my husband did here. He put a cross, and he put Jesus on the wall, and he comes out here and he sits and he looks at the backyard that the Lord has done. Look what the Lord has done. And he has symbols on our fence that are for our nation and for Jesus. And when you come into prayer with national prayer, this isn't for national and global, this is for this is just for our nation, but this is for global. And it's called the Return because it's time for us to return back to the Lord. It's time for us to come back to the Lord. You know, what did Jesus say to the church of Ephesus in Revelation? He said, I know your works. I know you're doing a good thing, but you've left your first love. And it's time for you to come back to your first love. And then, so he wants us to come bigger. He wants us to come higher like an eagle. He wants us to see ourselves who he sees us, seated in heavenly places. And so that's the way he sees us. And you know, I want you to look at this tree and just imagine how you are going to incredibly be stretched, and it's not going to be hard. We haven't heard any grunting or groaning from this tree. It is just growing all by itself. Now that it's out of the pot, now that it's out of the small place that it was put in. And when you start praying with the nations, you will grow. And you know, Rabbi Khan said, and he's part of it, there's going to be so many people, Franklin Graham, Anne Graham Lotz, Steve Cioccolante from Australia, all over the world, people are going to be joining in with Rabbi Khan, and Doug Stringer from our area is going to be there. My friend Allison is really helping with leading the whole thing. And so I invite you to join a Saturday and be part of the Return. It is the Sabbath in the 10 days of Oz, so it's one of the most high holy Sabbaths of the entire year before Yom Kippur begins on Sunday night at sundown. So I'll have more about this tomorrow. God bless you. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.